Yes, yes.
Okay. So, welcome everyone. This is the fourth session of Osdp. So, in last session we discussed about upper bounds. Now, quickly tell me how can we define lower bound?
Dr. Sunil, may I leave now?
Uh, okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Anyone of you? Sir, today I am not see the students.
Few students have raised hands, Sunil sir.
Yeah, Ashish, you go ahead.
Let phi be a non-empty set in R, then L belongs to R is a lower bound of A if for all x belongs to A such that L is less than equal to x.
So if I take beta, beta be any real number, A be a non-empty subset of A be a non-empty subset of real number R, and beta be any real number. Beta belongs to R. So beta is a lower bound if given any x in A such that, yes, Ashish,
Beta is less than equal to x.
beta is less than equal to x. So if this is my real number, this is my set A, so beta lies here, right? If all the element of the set A lies to the right of beta, then beta is a lower bound for this non-empty set A. So what is the when we say beta is not a lower bound? Yes, Ashish.
If there exists x belongs to A such that beta is greater than x.
Beta is greater than x. So if beta lies here, it means if beta lies here, then beta is not a lower bound, or beta lies maybe here. Either beta lies in the set or beta lies to the right of set A. If beta lies here, consider one. Beta lies here. Can someone tell me, can you give me one element of A which is less than beta? If I take this set A to be, if I take A to be 0 1, open interval 0 1. Yes, any one of you?
0 plus beta by 2.
But we will call some. So 0 plus beta by 2. And this belongs to set A, which is less than beta. So beta is not a lower bound for this set. So if beta lies here, can you give me one member which is less than beta? Just click on raise hand.
Yeah, Rohit.
Sir, 0 plus 1 by 2.
0 plus 1 by 2. So we take the arithmetic mean of 0 and 1. So 0 plus 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is less than beta. So it means beta is not lower. So next is, if I set A to be AB. What is the upper bound for this setting?
B.
Think about it.
Maximum of AB.
But
Yeah, do
don't,
not tell me immediately. Yeah. Sir, Sunil sir,
yes, sir.
you can ask now, write questions one after the another.
Okay.
So this question you can put. We have to little go fast actually, right?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So question one you can put that question one. LUB of
Sunil,
U. Sorry, find the upper bound of U. Upper bounds. That. Okay, all of you ready? Ready for this? We'll ask you later. Okay, we are writing several questions. Now, question number 2 we are writing. Okay. Lower bound you can remove, sir. Here you can put it, but generally we'll confine to only one. No? Yeah. Okay. Second question number 2. So real numbers plus R plus. Given upper bound for R plus.
okay.
So find an upper bound for A. This is question number 2. Okay. All of you think about, and we will come back to you. Okay. We are just asking questions. Okay. Yeah. Question number 3. So you want to ask some questions, sir? Yeah. Yeah. So question number 4. So for example, you are giving.
Yes, yes. Sir, tell me.
No, yeah, anyone is okay. You give, then I will ask next question. I will give. For all of these sets, you need to find upper bound only. So we will not write upper bound and all, right? We are just giving the sets. Okay, next question, sir. Question number 2, you can write maybe. These are all of similar type. So question number 2, you can write. Okay, so A is subset of B. A is subset of B. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, and alpha is an upper bound for A. Is an upper bound for A. B.
AB.
Yeah, for B. So is it A has an upper bound or not? Or bounded above we not defined, but actually are defined bounded above. Is A bounded above? Let us write A bounded above or not. It's okay. Will ask the answer. We discussed actually gave the definition already. Is A bounded above or not? Okay, question number 3, sir. A and B are bounded above. If A and B are bounded above, what we can what can say about A union B? No need to write everything. A union B. Yeah. Yeah, you have some other questions, sir? You can write down. Yeah. So students start.
Intersection also.
Yeah. Okay. Can ask. Yeah. See, students take the questions. Okay. I think you have a pen and paper with you. Do it fast, okay? So we already gave to a lot of classes. So today we want to go a little fast, right? We need to speed up things. Okay, so we'll start giving questions. So first one, who is going to tell? Is anyone ready? Question number one. Raise your hand fast. Yeah, Sahil, go ahead.
Sir, B.
Sahil.
B is
Huh?
the upper bound. B is the upper bound of A.
Yeah, prove it. How do you prove? B is an upper bound. Prove fast.
Sir, for any x belongs to A,
Hmm.
there such that
No,
such
no,
that
no. Sahil, X belong to A. But what is an X can be? My set A is equal to A comma B. Two elements only there, right?
yes sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Sunil sir, you can take up.
So Sahil,
Yes sir.
I said A is A comma B.
Yes sir.
Do you know which one is bigger? A is bigger than B, or B is bigger than A? Or are they equal?
Sir, B.
How you know?
Sir, because it is the right of A.
Okay, so I write which one is bigger,
Sir, -7.
or I write now. Tell me which one is bigger now.
Sir, 5 bigger at 3 or 5.
So no, now it is not interval, it is set. If it is interval, then you are right. A comma B, it is interval, then B is greater than A. But my set A is set which contain two elements A and B. Quickly tell me, Sai.
No, somebody else. Yeah. Rahul Sharma.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Can you tell me upper bound for A?
First question.
Yes, yes. First question. A equal to A comma B.
Maximum of AB.
Very good. Sir, Sunil sir, you can put A1, A2, A3, A4 like that. Maybe.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, okay. Maximum of AB. Is it everyone of you clear? But how do you define maximum? Not here, sir. In the questions itself, A1, A2. You can give a suffix. Yeah, so how many of you tell me for the second question? We'll come back again. So somebody tell me what is the upper bound for A2? Yeah, Aryan, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We can't find upper bound here because it is
That
unbounded.
okay. It is you are saying that it does not have upper bound.
Yes.
So how do you prove that it does not have upper bound?
Uh, so by showing it that it doesn't follow the property of upper bound.
No, that's okay. See, something that when you say that a set is does not have an upper bound, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
So when we take
frame it.
any element,
Take time
when
properly. All of you think. So you are saying that A2 does not have an upper bound. So to show that one, what is that we need to prove? First,
yes, sir.
tell that part. Later we'll see.
Yes, sir. We'll take an element in A2 and show that it is greater than our defined upper bound.
What is upper bound? I'm not to. See, you told that it does not have upper bound, right? Then how do you prove it? Again, the same question I'm asking. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Aryan. Okay. Yeah, other people. Now, any one of you want to discuss? Say
Is
why?
Rahul?
I think Rahul raised hand for the previous question. But yeah, anyhow, Rahul, you want to say something?
अगर हम कोई भी नंबर लेंगे जैसे हमने n ले लिया
हम्म,
तो उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा कि हम उससे कोई भी बड़ा नंबर ले सकते हैं
yeah,
मतलब
yeah, very good, very good. You are on the track, but tell me properly, how do you prove that A2 does not have an upper bound? In order to show that A2 does not have upper bound, what is that I have to show?
वी टेक एनी नंबर जैसे हमने अल्फा ले लिया
कहाँ से कहाँ से ले रहे?
हम रियल नंबर में से कोई भी ले लेंगे लेट एन
वेरी गुड, ओके।
हम +1 या फिर कुछ भी ऐड करेंगे तो उससे बड़ा नंबर आएगा ही, वो रियल नंबर में एग्जिस्ट करेगा।
ओके, आपने बता रहे कि अल्फा एक रियल नंबर लेता हूँ, ओके, इसमें से एक 1 ऐड करते तो वो A2 में होगा, वही बता रहे हैं आप?
यस सर।
श्योर आप नहीं बता रहे हैं? और एक बार आपका वाला मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूँ। सो यू आर टेलिंग दैट आई टेक एन अल्फा, alpha is a real number, then you are telling that alpha 1 belongs to A2, right?
यस सर।
That's why it is not an upper bound, because A2 से एक नंबर मिल गया है अल्फा में ज्यादा, इसकी वजह से आप बता रहे हैं ये अपर बाउंड नहीं है, बट देयर इज अ स्मॉल प्रॉब्लम विद दैट, राइट? यू मे नॉट करेक्ट। Anyone want to say that it is correct or not, his argument? Anyone want to argue that his argument correct or not correct, whatever? Any comments? Rahul told, yeah. Any other? Be quick. See, Rahul बता रहे हैं कि it is not bounded above. Reason is that alpha is a real number. Then alpha 1 belongs to A2. So he found a number which is greater than alpha. That's why A2 is not bounded above, or it does not have an upper bound. Yeah, Rohit, go ahead.
सर हमने एक एलिमेंट अब अल्फा ले लिया है जो रियल नंबर से बिलोंग कर रहा है, हम अल्फा +1 भी लेंगे जो आल्सो बिलोंग्स टू रियल नंबर, एंड देन वी फाइंड द अरिथमेटिक मीन ऑफ बोथ, सो वी कैन प्रूव दैट अल्फा इज नॉट एन अपर बाउंड। अगर हम अल्फा +1 के लिए वैसे ही शो करना चाहते हैं तो हम अल्फा +2 लेंगे जो कि रियल नंबर से ही बिलोंग करेगा, एंड अगेन वी टेक द अरिथमेटिक मीन, सो अल्फा +1 आल्सो नॉट बिलोंग आल्सो नॉट द अपर बाउंड। ऐसे ही हम
See,
इनफाइनाइट
it's
तक।
not upper bound. See, not be in that same mode. In order to show that some real number is not an upper bound, what is that we need to show? We need to bring an element in A2 which is greater than that, right?
यस सर।
Yeah. So I take, so sir, can you write, Sunil sir? Let alpha
Yes.
belongs to R. Let alpha belongs to R, right? So you are proving that it is not an upper bound for A2. Claim is alpha is not upper bound for A2. What is the meaning of that? Aryan, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Can you prove now alpha is not upper bound for A2?
Yes, sir. When we take any alpha in R, given any A in R,
Yeah, we took alpha in R, okay, fine.
such that there exist.
No, so still people are not clear. So sir, can you draw the real line and mark A2 on that below? Yeah. Yeah, you all know that A2 is positive real numbers, right? 0 is also not included, excluded. So now you took alpha belongs to R. Now your goal is to produce a number from A2. Yeah, produce fast. कोई और बताना चाह रहे हैं? Raise your hand if you want to say. Asha, go ahead.
सर यहाँ पे हम कोई भी एक्स अल्फा लेंगे ना कि जो कोई भी नंबर लेंगे अल्फा से बड़ा कि वो हम प्रूव कर सकते हैं कि एक्स अल्फा इज लेस देन एक्स अल्फा।
Okay, no, you are not answering, so I'll go now line by line. So, for example, my alpha is equal to -3. Okay, alpha is -3. Now, can you give me one element in A2 greater than -3? Yes, Aryan.
Yes, sir. 3.
Yeah, so if I take, so now coming to the Rahul, Rahul, you told that -3 plus 1. Is it belong to A2?
No, sir.
No, na? So actually, I want to find a number which is in A2, but you are unable to give that. Your answer may be correct for certain cases, but not every case. Are you clear now, Rahul?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. Okay, -3 is not an upper bound for A2. What is the reason? You found an element in A2. A2 is a positive real numbers. उनसे हमको 3 मिल गया. 3 is greater than -3. इसकी वजह से -3 is not upper bound. Okay. Now, can you somebody tell me if 0 is an upper bound for A2? 0 is an upper bound for A2?
No, sir.
No. Why 0 is not upper bound?
तो इसके आगे नंबर लाइन है तो 1 2 3 जो इससे बड़े हैं.
Exactly. Tell me one number fast.
1.
1, right? 1 A2 पे है. Yeah.
Yes,
So there is an element in A2 which is greater than 0. इसकी वजह से 0 is not an upper bound. Right? Yeah. Is 3 is an upper bound?
No, sir.
Why 3 is not upper bound?
उससे बड़ा 4 हो गया.
हाँ. So आप पूरा कैसे प्रूव करेंगे? See, you took alpha belongs to R, right? I want to prove it that you took any real number, A2 से हमको एक एलिमेंट मिलेगा, वो अल्फा से ग्रेटर होगा, वो प्रूव करना है, वो प्रूफ दिखाना है. कैसे प्रूव करेंगे? So let us say alpha belongs to R. Yeah, Sunil sir, you can now take up. You can explain, sir, maybe better.
Okay. So if we take any real number alpha in the set, right here, then we have to find one member of the set which is greater.
Not like that, sir. Sorry. Okay, I'll interfere it. See, let alpha belongs to R. Alpha belongs to R given, right? So now I want to prove that there is a element from A2 which is greater than alpha. That is what I want to show, right? So first I'll prove by cases. Case 1 is that alpha less than or equal to 0. Case 1, alpha is less than or equal to 0. Can you tell me in this case what is the element from A2 I can choose? Asha?
So
Asha,
1 2
tell.
1
One
2
I
3.
can take, right? Yeah, one number is sufficient. Yeah, 1 belongs to A2 and 1 is greater than 0, right? Are you okay? Yeah. So alpha किसी नंबर ले लो, नेगेटिव और 0. So A2 से एक नंबर मिल रहे हैं. So मैंने सारी नेगेटिव 0 के तो प्रूव कर दिया. Now केस 2 का क्या बचा है? जल्दी, साहिल, फास्ट. रोहित.
Alpha greater than 0.
Alpha greater than 0. Alpha greater than 0. Now can you tell me an element in A2 now? Rahul, tell fast.
2 or 3.
No, alpha I don't know. Na? Alpha greater than 0. Alpha can be 100. ये 2 चलेगा?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Can't find.
Yeah. Rahul, tell now.
We can't find, sir.
So now can you tell me what is that I can choose now when alpha is greater than 0?
सब -1 होगा वहां पे, -1.
No. अभी क्वेश्चन क्या है? A2 आपको पता है, A2 इज पॉजिटिव रियल नंबर्स है ना? अभी हमने लिया अल्फा ग्रेटर देन 0. नाउ A2 से एक नंबर बताओ ये अल्फा से ग्रेटर है.
Sir, alpha plus 1.
Yeah.
So if I take
Rahul,
alpha here,
yeah,
then alpha plus 1 belongs to Is it clear? So we consider two cases. If alpha is less than or equal to 0, then you can pick any number from A2. So we take 1 belongs to A2, so 1 is greater than 0. So case number 2 is if we take any number, any real number alpha, which is greater than 0, then we have to find one member of A2. So alpha plus 1 will work. Alpha plus 1 belongs to A2 and which is greater than alpha.
That is what Rahul told. Okay, now I hope Rahul is clear with his answer is correct, provided when alpha is already member of A2.
But if alpha is in A2, then Rahul's answer is correct. Otherwise, if alpha lies to alpha is less than or equal to 0, then this will not work. So now the next question is A3. Yes, quickly tell me what is the upper bound for A?
1.
Yes, Mehak.
Yes, sir. So here n is a natural number, so n is greater than 0. So also 1 upon n is also greater than 0. And we also know that 1 upon n is less than or equal to 1. So here upper bound is 1.
Can you repeat?
So n is greater than 0. So we have property here 1 upon n is also greater than 0. And we also know that 1 upon n is less than or equal to 1.
1 upon n is less than or equal to
1.
So but how 1 upon n is greater than 0? It is true because n is greater than 0. But 1 upon n is less than 1. Yes, Mehak.
Less
Yes,
than 1 or less than or equal to 1, Mehak? वही साफ
less
पूछ रहे हैं.
than, so 1 upon n is less than or equal to 1.
Okay.
So it means n is greater than or equal to 1.
Yes, sir.
So 1 upon n is less than or equal to 1. So what is the set A3? A3, 1 upon n belongs to natural number, right? So it means all the elements you can take any n in n such that 1 upon n is less than or equal to 1. So 1 is the upper bound by definition of upper bound. So now quickly tell me what is the upper bound for A4?
1.
2.
Raise your hand. Sahil,
Sir, 2.
2 is the upper bound. So tell me how you prove this that 2 is upper bound.
सर क्योंकि n जो है वो नेचुरल नंबर है और n में समथिंग ऐड करेंगे और उसको n फिर से उसी नेचुरल नंबर से डिवाइड करेंगे तो वो 1 से ज्यादा आएगा और 2 से कम. इसके लिए हम प्रूव करने के लिए इसको हम इस फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं 1 + 1 / n.
n plus
अ,
1 upon n.
यस सर, इसको हम इस तरह लिख सकते हैं 1 + 1/n. अब सर हम n नंबर लेंगे 1 अपॉन, पहले हम कोई भी नेचुरल नंबर लेंगे वो ग्रेटर देन 0 होंगे.
So you can take any n in n so that n is greater than 0 and n is greater than or equal to 1.
यस सर.
I take n is greater than or equal to 1.
सर 1/n भी ग्रेटर देन 0 होगा और 1/n वो होगा वो लेस देन इक्वल टू 1 होगा.
Less than
क्योंकि हमने प्रॉपर्टी पढ़ी है कि अगर वो ग्रेटर देन 0 उसका इनवर्स जो होगा वो 1 से छोटा होगा.
ओके.
तो अब हम इसमें कोई भी नंबर ऐड करेंगे तो वो ग्रेटर देन, अब हम बोथ साइड नंबर ऐड कर देंगे 1.
हाँ, तो उससे क्या होगा?
सर क्योंकि हमें बनाना है n + 1/n.
No. If we add some real number,
यस सर.
then inequality remains same or
सर
it change?
सर जो नंबर है वो दोनों नंबर पॉजिटिव हैं, दैट बाय इनक्वालिटी रिमेन सेम.
If we add any negative real number, then
Yes, sir.
then
Sir, then inequality changes.
if we add negative real number,
Sir, then inequality changes.
think about this. Ashish,
Yes, sir.
what is the next step?
Sir, add 1 on both sides.
Then
तो हमने एक प्रॉपर्टी पढ़ी है, for all a comma b belongs to R, c greater than 0, then a plus c, and sir a less than b, then a plus c is less than equal to b plus less than b plus c.
what is C? C is greater than 0. C belongs to R.
C is greater than 0.
C is any real number, or C is any positive real number, right? Then A plus C is less than B plus C. A is less than B is given. Is it true? If you are agree that this is true, then click on raise hand option. Otherwise, you can unmute and correct.
Can I modify? Sorry, Sunil sir. Can I modify the question slightly?
Yes, sir.
Is this a complete statement?
This one, sir.
Ha. If you think this is a complete statement, then raise your hand.
Yes,
Sir,
Rahul?
c greater than 0 नहीं होगा. For all a, b, c belongs to R.
No. Now question is it a complete statement?
हाँ सर, आप क्या कह रहे थे? कंप्लीट है ये?
Yes. Ashish?
Yes, sir. So for all a, b, c belongs to R such that a less than b, then a plus c is less than b plus c.
Oh, just a minute. If given any A, B in R, is what is the next? Given any A, B in R,
Given any a, b, c in R,
A, B, C. R
such that a less than b, then a plus c is less than b plus c.
So if A is less than B, if A is less than B, then A plus C is less than B plus C. Is it true now? Is this statement true now?
Yes, sir.
So 1 upon n is less than equal to 1. So 1.
Sunil sir, sorry. Can I make a remark?
Yes, sir.
तो ये जो स्टेटमेंट जैसे लिखा हुआ है ना, तो अभी देखो जब भी आप कोई स्टेटमेंट लिखते हो तो इस तरह लिखने की कोशिश करो कि वो चेक करना या वेरीफाई करना आसान हो. तो यहाँ पे हम एग्जैक्टली लेके आ रहे हैं. सो लेट ए एंड बी एंड आर बी गिवन सच दैट ए इज लेस देन बी. ठीक है, तो ये हमारी हाइपोथेसिस है. एंड देन व्हाट वी आर सेइंग इज फॉर ऑल सी एंड आर a plus c is less than b plus. Okay, so it's just a small modification in the way you write, but ये छोटे modifications आगे जाके आपको problem solving में और understanding में काफी help करेंगे. Okay? Thank you, Sunil.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So can all of you can write in your notebook once what we told. So after लिखने के बाद थोड़ा rain has raise your hand. Then we will write here also. आपने लिख दिया? No one is raised hand. So what is the problem you are facing? You can ask otherwise.
Yes. Any one of you have any problem? Have you write this statement?
Or maybe you can write, sir. Let us see. No, given any, you can write given AB belongs to R. Given means for all, okay.
So I use given any AB in R.
Bracket open.
And A is less than B. C is.
Now we can open the bracket and given any C. C belongs to R. Oh, so is it clear? Can you raise hand now if it is clear statement? Very less.
Only 8. Only Narendra. Yes, Vivek. Okay. So should I continue, sir?
Yeah, proceed actually. Yeah.
So we are discussing that 1 upon n is less than equal to 1, right? So we are discussing that 1 plus 1 upon n is 1 upon n is less than equal to 1. So if we add any real number, then it is less than equal to 1 plus 1. So this is less than equal to 2. So what is the upper bound for this set A? A4 now? Yes. Tell me. Out of these 30 or 40 students, only 3 or 4 people raise hand. Yes, Sahil.
Sir.
What is the upper bound?
Sir, 2.
So 2 is the upper bound. Is there any upper bound for this set A4?
Sir, 3 भी हो सकते हैं.
So now think about this. You can discuss this part, fifth problem in the breakout room. Now come to question number 2. If A is a non-empty subset of B and alpha is an upper bound for B, right? So is A bounded above or not? First, it's better I write the definitions.
No, one of them can tell actually. It is already discussed with you. Yeah. So how
Bounded
many
above.
of you bounded above can you define properly first? When you set is bounded above, see you are not revising. Okay, I told you in the beginning that it is a very long program. Okay, if you and we have luckily we have 1 week time for each class, right? If you revise properly, then we'll go little fast. So that is what one requirement we are asked. You are not doing that. Okay, Mahek, go ahead fast.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
us what. No.
If U belongs to R,
Mhm.
there exists U belongs to R such that for all X belongs to A, X is less than and equal to U.
No, no. What is we are defining when we say that a set is bounded above, right?
Uh,
Yeah, we say that a set is bounded above. Bounded above is a definition for sets, subsets of real numbers. Okay. Now when we say that a subset of a real number is bounded above, that we are asking now. We discussed it in class earlier.
Yes, Mehak? Or any
yes.
other? Ah,
So if there exists U belongs to R such that X belongs to A, X is less than or equal to U.
what is A?
So A is any set.
Any non-empty set, right? So
Yes, sir.
let A be a non-empty set, subset of a real number R. A be a non-empty subset of real number R. Now,
Then X belongs to A.
Wait. Mahek. Yeah, Aryan, can you tell?
Yes, sir. We have taken A is a known set
Hmm.
of R, and we claim that A is bounded above.
Bounded above
If there exists alpha in R,
if there exists a
alpha for
huh?
Q,
Yeah,
that
see,
means
instead of, yeah, that is fine. We told simply, right? When you say that A is bounded above, see, if you are saying all these things, every time you may forget, right? Instead
yes,
of that, what is the definition? Simple definition, batao.
there exists
When we when we say that a set is, uh,
alpha is an upper bound of A.
um, okay, one more time. So, Sahil, can you tell? When you said that a non-empty subset of real numbers has bounded above, is bounded above.
So when there is alpha, which is upper bound of A.
Yeah. Okay,
alpha.
simply you say that it has an upper bound. That's end the matter, right? A set is bounded above if it has an upper bound. That's end the matter. Simple. सीधी सी बात. बाद में हम उनको elaborate करेंगे. Okay. Yeah, there is a real number alpha so that alpha is an upper bound of A. But what is the meaning of alpha is an upper bound of A? That is what Mahek is telling, right? Okay. So now what is the conclusion? Somebody can now conclude this. Ashish, can you go fast? Tell us everything.
So let A be a non-empty set in R.
Hmm.
Then A is said to be bounded above in R if there exists U belongs to R, which is an upper bound of A. That
Very.
is, there exists U
Hmm.
belongs to R such that
Hmm.
for all X belongs to
Alpha.
A,
So we take alpha here.
such that there exists alpha belongs to R such
Hmm.
that for all X belongs to A, alpha is greater than equal to X.
Hmm. Or X is less than or equal to alpha. Okay, good.
So if this is my statement, right? A is bounded above in R. In R, if there exists alpha in R such that alpha is an upper bound. So if this is my statement, what is the negation of this statement? ऑलरेडी फाउंडेशन के 2 सेशन में जय सर ने इसके ऊपर काफी फोकस किया, तो ट्राई टू रिकॉल ऑल दीज कॉन्सेप्ट्स. यस महक.
Sir, for all U belongs to R, there exists X belongs to A.
मैंने जो लिखा है उसको देखो, है ना, यहाँ जो स्टेटमेंट लिखी है, स्टेटमेंट को, कंप्लीट स्टेटमेंट को पढ़ो. A is bounded above in R if there exists alpha in R such that given
Is
any x is less than equal to alpha. Now my question is, what is the negation of this statement?
so for all alpha belongs to R such that there exists X belongs to A, X is greater than alpha.
So A is bounded above in R, or is this part remain same? Yes, Mehak.
No, sir. A is not bounded. A is bounded below.
Bounded below,
Not bounded above.
not bounded above. A is not
Bounded above.
bounded above in R if given any alpha in R such that there exists A, such that X is greater equal to means X is greater than alpha. Is the definition clear to everyone? When we say A is not bounded above in R, I clear the feedback. Now you can click on raise hand. Okay, Harshit. Anu Thakur. Rohit. हाँ अनु.
सर क्या बता रहे हैं?
Anu, if I take, is it this definition?
सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है पूरी ढंग से, कट रही है.
Anu, am I audible?
यस सर.
हाँ. So क्या ये definition clear है आपको बेटा?
यस सर.
So tell me what is, if I take A is equal to open interval 0 1. Okay. So what is the upper bound for this set A?
सर 1 हो सकता है, उसके आगे भी हो सकता है 2 3.
1 is the upper bound.
यस सर.
1 is the upper bound for A. So 2 is also the upper bound.
यस सर.
One more.
3 4.
So can you tell me which one is the least among all these upper bound?
सर 1.
So 1 is least, right?
Yes.
If I take my set A to be 0 1. So this is my set A. All numbers which are greater than equal to 1 are the upper bounds for this set A. So 1 is the least upper bound. So 1 is the least upper bound. So can you tell me how can we write this, write the definition for least upper bound? How can we write the definition for least upper bound? Yes, anyone? Rahul?
Let A be a non-empty set of R.
Let A be a non-empty subset of real number R.
Bounded above.
This is A be bounded above,
then a real number u
a real number related to
u
alpha,
r
alpha in R
is said to be least upper bound
alpha is said to be
least upper bound of a
least upper bound of A
if it satisfies the conditions number one, alpha is an upper bound for a
alpha is an
upper bound for a
upper bound for A.
and if u1 is any upper bound of a
Yes.
then u is less than equal to u1.
No, but you are taking alpha here, na? Alpha is a
Alpha is less than equal to alpha 1 if
alpha.
any.
राहुल आप तो एक किताब से पढ़ के बता रहे हो?
नो सर मैं सर हमारी डेफिनेशन ऐसे याद करी है ना हमने।
नहीं याद करके मत बताओ,
मतलब
सोच के बताओ
हम
ना।
जिस क्लास में पढ़ते तो वहाँ पे हमने यू मानते हैं ना तो
तो अब अल्फा लिया हुआ है तो अल्फा रखो,
ओके
राइट?
So if I take beta be any upper bound, if beta be any upper bound for A, then what is the relation between alpha and beta?
alpha is less than equal to beta.
Then alpha is less than equal to
beta.
Yeah. So
राहुल आपसे एक सवाल था।
Yes sir.
वो आपने डेफिनेशन में शुरुआत में अज्यूम किया A is bounded above, उसकी जरूरत थी?
Yes sir.
क्यों?
सर अगर बाउंडेड अब होता ही नहीं तो उसका कोई अपर बाउंड होना ही नहीं था।
तो क्या हुआ? अभी आप यहाँ गौर से देखिए, आपने डेफिनेशन जिस तरह लिखा हुआ है, आप किस चीज को डिफाइन कर रहे हो?
सर
आपके पास एक नॉन एम्प्टी सबसेट है A, राइट?
सर
और आपको डिफाइन क्या करना है? आपको डिफाइन करना है, आपको एक मैं नंबर देता हूँ अल्फा, और आपको बताना है कि व्हेन व्हाट डज इट मीन टू से दैट अल्फा इज लीस्ट अपर बाउंड।
यस सर।
राइट? तो अभी आप A के ऊपर ये अज्यूम करने की जरूरत नहीं है दैट A इज बाउंडेड अप। इस डेफिनेशन के लिए ऑल यू नीड टू से इज दैट ओके अल्फा इज गोइंग टू बी अ लीस्ट अपर बाउंड।
यस सर।
फर्स्ट कंडीशन देखिए, आप इंपोज कर रहे हो ये कंडीशन दैट अल्फा इज एन अपर बाउंड।
यस सर।
तो ऑटोमेटिकली यहाँ से मिल रहा है कि अल्फा A इज बाउंडेड अप, राइट?
सर
हाँ,
यस सर।
तो वो एक्स्ट्रा एक सेंटेंस ऐड करने की जरूरत नहीं।
ओके सर।
हाँ,
ओके।
तो मेरे को पता है आपने क्यों अज्यूम वो लिखा हुआ है, बट वो आएगा, वो आप देखोगे, ठीक है? So please note that we are trying to define what it means to say that alpha is the least upper bound, right?
Okay.
So
Yes, sir.
alpha has to satisfy two properties. Alpha has to be an upper bound of A. Okay. And if beta is any upper bound, or beta is an upper bound of A, then beta has to be bigger than equal to alpha.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is it. Thanks.
So in foundation we have discussed about implications. Maybe this part is not covered. So if we have a statement, if P then Q, then the contrapositive of this statement is if not Q, then not P. So if my statement is true, then its contrapositive is also true. So both the statements are equivalent. So can you use this statement? Can you use this concept and tell me, can we write the definition of least upper bound in other way? Yes, Aryan.
Yes.
V is an least of a.
Your voice is breaking. Rahul. Asha.
Sir, I think, sir, you should ask the students first that they have understand this LUB definition, least upper bound definition.
So
Yeah,
is this,
yeah, that is correct. Actually, first to ensure that the definition is clear to them or not.
is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Click on raise hand option if it is clear.
Okay, so many of you are raising hands, so I will ask one of you, Ashish. You tell me that. So I am asking you that alpha is upper bound for B, some set B. Alpha is upper bound for B. I told you, check it. What is the questions you will ask to yourself? I'm telling that alpha is the least LUB, a least upper bound of B, capital B. Alpha is least upper bound of B. What are the questions you will ask to prove this one? Ashish?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in order to prove alpha is the least upper bound of a set B, what are the questions you need to ask to prove this statement?
Sir, alpha is the least upper bound of B. Sir, जब हमें सर एक
What are the things we need to check in order to show alpha is the least upper bound of B? What are the things I need to check?
सर हमें ये चेक करना है कि ये अल्फा तो पहले अपर बाउंड होना चाहिए ए का बी
Yeah, टिक go slow. First पहले क्वेश्चन क्या पूछना है हमारे खुद alpha is upper bound of B or not? Okay? ये नहीं होते तो for example alpha is not upper bound for B, then
सर तो हम लीस्ट अपर बाउंड कैसे
बोन भी नहीं होगा ना. हाँ, so पहले वो क्वेश्चन पूछना है, वो चेक करना है, वो पास हो गया, then I have to go to the second one. What is the second one? Second question क्या पूछना है?
सर अगर अल्फा 1 एक और अपर बाउंड
beta is an upper bound, yeah.
Yes,
if beta is an upper bound for B, then क्या
सर तो अल्फा इज लेस देन इक्वल टू बीटा.
ओके, ये दोनों क्वेश्चंस पूछना है. एक इसमें से एक फेल होते तो
सर तो अपर लीस्ट अपर बाउंड नहीं होगा सर अल्फा
नहीं होगा. सो आप लीस्ट अपर बाउंड होने के लिए दोनों कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई होना है, राइट? सो फर्स्ट ये रियल नंबर अल्फा इज एन लीस्ट अपर बाउंड फॉर बी पहले होना है, अपर बाउंड होना चाहिए बाद में. सो इट आउट ऑफ ऑल अपर बाउंड्स ये लीस्ट होना चाहिए. उसका मतलब क्या है? हाउ डू प्रूव दैट वन? आउट ऑफ ऑल अपर बाउंड दिस इज द लीस्ट. वो बहुत मुश्किल है वो प्रूव करना. इसकी वजह से बेटा इज एनी अपर बाउंड. इफ यू गिवन एनी अपर बाउंड बेटा फॉर बी, आप हम क्या शो करना है? अल्फा इज लेस देन और इक्वल टू बेटा. ओके, so now I will ask one of you again. So Pooja, Pooja, can you give me one set and one least upper bound? किसी ना किसी एक सेट ले लो, उसका लीस्ट अपर बाउंड बताओ.
जैसे
क्या ले रहे? एक सेट ले लो, आपका इच्छा है. एक सेट ले लो एंड गिव मी लीस्ट अपर बाउंड फॉर इट.
उसमें 5 जो है हमारे पास लीस्ट अपर.
आपका सेट क्या है? किस सेट ले रहे हैं आप? 0,5 सेट 0,5
ओपन इंटरवल और क्लोज इंटरवल
और सेट 0,5 ओनली 2 एलिमेंट.
ओके, सेट
0,5. पूजा क्या ले रहे हैं आप? थोड़ा
यस
सेट 0,5. ओके, गुड. Now, can you tell me what is the least upper bound for this set?
Sir, 5.
5. Okay, correct. Your answer is correct. 5 is least upper bound. लेकिन आपने चेक किया क्यों 5 लीस्ट अपर बाउंड है? क्या क्या चेक करना है? 5 अपर बाउंड है या नहीं? चेक किया? और कोई अपर बाउंड लेते तो वो 5 उसमें कम होगा, वो चेक किया? दोनों चेक किया आपने? या
सर
ओके.
आपने बोला कि कोई लो तो उसमें लिस्ट अपलोड क्या होगा, तो मैंने एक सेट ले लिया 0,5, तो उसमें मेरा लिस्ट अपर बाउंड जो है वो 5 है।
या वो तो समझ गया, लेकिन आपने चेक किया नहीं? वो 5 आपने लीस्ट अपर बाउंड बता रहे हैं, पहले बताने के
Yes.
पहले आप एक बार चेक करना होगा ना कंडीशन। 5 लीस्ट अपर बाउंड मतलब 5 अपर बाउंड होना चाहिए, उसके बाद आउट ऑफ ऑल अपर बाउंड्स वो लिस्ट होना चाहिए. या
Yes,
ओके.
sir.
Yeah, we'll check it. Yeah, we'll check it. Some Aryan, can you give me one set and a least upper bound which you have bounded above set?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're audible. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. We take set equal to open interval 0, 1.
Open interval
0,
0,1. Okay.
And we claim that
आप इसका लीस्ट अपर बाउंड क्या है? Okay, he is not at audible. So anyone else can say what is the least upper bound of A7? Yeah, Sahil, go ahead.
Sir, 1.
1. Okay. So, but we need to check. Yeah, sir. Sunil, sir.
So is 1 with the upper bound? So we check the first condition. 1 is an upper bound for A7. Is it satisfied? Is the first
Yes, sir.
condition? Yeah. Now, second condition. If beta be any upper bound for A, then alpha is less than equal to beta. Right. So here 1 is the upper bound. We have to show that this is the least upper bound. If we find any upper bound beta, which is beta be any upper bound for A7, then we have to show that 1 is less than or equal to beta. So
Yes,
we have to satisfy both the conditions, first and 2. If both the conditions are satisfied, then we can say that 1 is the least upper bound for E7. Okay. So now tell me what is the upper bound, least upper bound for this set? And belongs to natural number. What is LUV for this set? Yes, Preeti Chauhan.
Yes, sir.
Preeti, what is the LUV for this set A8?
Ji, sir.
Tell me LUV, least upper bound for this set A8.
Sir, 1.
1. आपने चेक किया 1 is the upper bound?
Yes, sir.
1 upper bound है इसका?
Yes, sir.
और second condition, what is the second condition?
कि अगर इसका कोई दूसरा अगर अपर बाउंड हो तो ये जो 1 जो है उससे लेस छोटा होना चाहिए.
So least upper bound for A8 is also 1.
ये 1/2 अपर बाउंड क्यों नहीं है इसके?
सर 1/2 हो सकता है इसमें, वो तो n पे डिपेंड करेगा ना.
नहीं 1/2 अपर बाउंड है इस सेट का, A8 का. Yeah, TT.
Yes, sir.
1/2 is 1/2 an upper bound?
No, sir.
Why not?
Because sir, जो 1/n जो होता है वो लेस देन इक्वल टू 1 होता है।
देखो ये सवाल पूछने का मकसद एक सिंपल है, आप सबको जवाब पता है पर आप सबको पता नहीं जवाब देते कैसे, राइट? तो आप जहां पे एक सेंटेंस में मेरे को बता सकते हो, आप 10 सेंटेंसेस यूज कर रहे हो। तो सत्या सर ने ऑलरेडी कहा था, अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करनी है या कोई क्वेश्चन आंसर करना है, सो व्हाट आर द क्वेश्चंस यू आर गोइंग टू आस्क योरसेल्फ? इफ यू वांट टू शो दैट 1/2 इज नॉट एन अपर बाउंड, व्हाट डू यू नीड टू शो?
जी सर, मैं समझ नहीं पा रही हूँ क्या कह रही हैं।
अगर आपको शो करना है 1/2 अपर बाउंड नहीं है, तो आपको क्या दिखाना है? तो आपको क्या शो करना है?
कि भाई A8 में हमें एक ऐसा एलिमेंट शो करना पड़ेगा जो 1/2 से बड़ा हो।
हाँ, तो क्या आपके पास ऐसा एक एलिमेंट है?
सर 1।
Exactly, right? So answer is simple. 1/2 is not an upper bound because 1 belongs to A8 and 1 is strictly bigger than 1/2. That's it. और कुछ कहने की जरूरत नहीं है, n पे जाने की भी जरूरत नहीं। ठीक है?
Yes sir.
Okay. Sorry, Sunil.
Can you repeat one more time? Preeti, whoever. 1/2 क्यों अपर बाउंड नहीं है, एक बार बताना।
क्योंकि सर 1/n के लिए अपर बाउंड 1 है और जो 1/2 जो है वो 1 से छोटा है।
1 को छोड़ दो, आप और एक बार बताना है। 1/2 नॉट एन अपर बाउंड फॉर A8 क्यों?
सर किसी अगर सेट के लिए हमें ये शो करना हो कि वो अपर बाउंड नहीं है किसी एलिमेंट के लिए, तो हमें ये शो करना पड़ता है कि उस सेट के लिए जो अपर बाउंड है, उस सेट में एक ऐसा एलिमेंट बिलोंग कर रहा है जो अपर बाउंड से छोटा है, बड़ा है। आई मीन
बड़ा है। हाँ, 1/2 क्यों अपर बाउंड नहीं है A8 के लिए? 1/2 A8 के लिए क्यों अपर बाउंड नहीं है?
बिकॉज सर 1/2 इज लेस देन 1
and 1 belong to A8. Yeah. So that's what why I'm asked again is that Sir is asking, tell in a simple way, one line. आप क्या बताना है? 1/2 is not upper bound for A8. Right? That is a question asked. You need to tell that 1/2 is less than 1. हो गया बस. Okay, ठीक है. Thanks sir. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, so now if A be a non-empty subset of
सर सुनील सर, वन एक क्वेश्चन है।
yes
A7 आपको पता है ओपन इंटरवल 0 1, राइट? Is it 1/2 an upper bound for least upper bound for 0, 1? You told that least upper bound is 1, लेकिन मुझको पता नहीं क्यों आपने कंक्लूड किया है, राइट? Is it 1/2 is the least upper bound for A7 0, open interval 0 1? Yeah, Sahil, go ahead.
No sir.
Why 1/2 is not a least upper bound for A7?
सर क्योंकि 1/2 और 1 का अर्थमेटिक मीन जो वो 1/2 से बड़ा होगा और वो सेट में बिलोंग करेगा।
नहीं, आपका सिंपल आंसर चाहिए, इतना ज्यादा नहीं है। आराम से
1/2 और 1 का अरिथमेटिक मीन क्या है?
सर
1/2 और
सर 0.6 इज ग्रेटर देन 1/2।
1/2 और 1 का अरिथमेटिक मीन क्या है? कंप्यूटर पे बताओ मेरे को। 1/2 और 1 का मिड पॉइंट क्या है?
3/4।
3/4 वो A8 में बिलोंग करता है?
सर
हाँ,
Yeah, Sahil.
Yes sir.
Yeah, 3/4 whatever it belongs to A7, right?
Yes sir.
A7, oh
Yeah.
sorry, okay, I thought you were talking A8. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Again, Sahil, बताओ 1/2 is a least upper bound for A7 or not? What is your answer?
1/2 is not a least upper bound of A.
Why
A7.
1/2 is not a least upper bound for A7?
सर क्योंकि सर ये जो है देयर एग्जिस्ट।
Yeah, see again वही सार पूछ रहे हैं। एक लाइन आंसर बता सकते हैं इस पे भी। हाँ आर्यन आप बताओ। Your voice is breaking. Okay, Preeti.
Yes, sir.
Why 1/2 is not a least upper bound for A7?
बिकॉज सर 1/2 जो है इस सेट के लिए अपर बाउंड है ही नहीं, ये फर्स्ट
Very good.
कंडीशन को ही फॉलो
No,
नहीं
no, no.
करता।
Yeah, very good. First condition itself is failed. See that? So Preeti answer. All of you understand? So that is the way to answer. Okay, all of you try to understand. 1/2 is not a least upper bound because first of all 1/2 is not upper bound. Now Sahil has what? Why it is not 1/2 is not upper bound? We can see that. बाद में, right? So why 1/2 is not a least upper bound? Because 1/2 is not an upper bound. Yeah, हो गया, right? Okay. Now can you tell me? Now I am asking another question. Is a 2 is a least upper bound for 0, 1? Yeah, Pooja. Is 2 least upper bound for 0, 1? Pooja.
सर क्वेश्चन है
A7 को open interval 0, 1 को is 2 is an upper least upper bound?
नो सर
Why?
सर बिकॉज इट्स लीस्ट अपर बाउंड इज 1।
No, वही वो दिखाना है ना। Why 2 is not a least upper bound? मैं वो नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ 1 is least upper bound or not. Is 2 least upper bound या नहीं?
सर
0,
बिकॉज सर बिकॉज 1 इज लेस देन 2।
ये लीस्ट अपर बाउंड में किस प्रॉपर्टी को फेल कर रहे हैं? लीस्ट अपर बाउंड दिखाने के लिए 2 प्रॉपर्टीज है ना, किस प्रॉपर्टी
यस
को
सर
किस प्रॉपर्टी फेल हो रहे हैं?
सर सेकंड
हाँ सेकंड प्रॉपर्टी। क्यों सेकंड प्रॉपर्टी कहाँ फेल हो रहे हैं? Why 2 is not a least upper bound for open interval 0, 1? Okay, so Preeti, can you tell?
सर बिकॉज 2 इज ग्रेटर देन 1।
Okay, we'll come to that. Yeah, Preeti.
यस सर।
2 less than 1 is okay, Pooja, लेकिन और को थोड़ा सा ऐड करना है। Yeah, Preeti, can you tell me why 2 is not a least upper bound for open interval 0, 1?
बिकॉज सर इसके A7 सेट के लिए एक जो है पहले से एक अपर बाउंड है और जो दूसरा अपर बाउंड है 2 वो एक से बड़ा है।
हाँ हमारे पास और एक अपर बाउंड पे उससे वो ज्यादा है। लीस्ट अपर बाउंड मतलब आउट ऑफ ऑल अपर बाउंड दैट इज ए लीस्ट, राइट? 2 अपर बाउंड है, कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं है, लेकिन उसमें छोटा एक अपर बाउंड मिल गया है हमारे पास। 1.5 भी है, 1.2 भी है, 1 भी है, राइट? इसकी वजह से 2 इज नॉट ए लीस्ट अपर बाउंड बट इट इज एन अपर बाउंड। या सो ऐसा आर्ग्यू करना है। वाई -1 इज नॉट ए लीस्ट अपर बाउंड फॉर ओपन इंटरवल 0, 1? -1 आस्क दिस क्वेश्चंस, एक पूछ लो। Okay, sir. Yeah, sorry. No, go ahead, sir.
So I think the definition of LUV is clear to everyone now. If it is clear, then click on raise hand option. So now my next question is, if we take any non-empty subset A of real number R and L be an upper bound for A. If Z belongs to Z be any element from set A, then what is the relation between Z and L? A be a non-empty subset of real number, L be an upper bound for set A. If Z belongs to A, tell me what is the relation between Z and L? Yes, Preeti.
Yes, sir. Sir, Z is less than L.
That is less than
L.
Yes, Rohit.
Z is less than equal to L.
That is less than equal to. Very good. And that may be L. Okay. So if L is an upper bound, if, for example, if I take Preeti, if I take set A to be open interval 0, 1, what is the upper bound?
1, sir.
So 1 is the upper bound, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I take any element Z, let it be 0.9, then your answer is true. Answer is
सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है.
if I take Z to be 0.9, then
yes, sir.
It is 2. But if my set is close interval 0, 1, then what is the upper bound for this set A?
1, sir.
And if I take Z equal to 1, this 1 belongs to A. Is 1 belongs to A? Yes, Preeti?
Yes, sir.
Is 1 belongs to A?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me, what is the relation between L and Z?
So Z is less than equal to L.
So Z is less than equal. Okay. So next question is, A be any non-empty subset of real number R. L is an upper bound for set A, and L belongs to A. And second condition is L belongs to A. So what is the least upper bound for A? What is the least upper bound for set A? First condition is L is an upper bound. Second condition, L belongs to A. What is the least upper bound for set A? Yes, Ashish.
Sir, L.
Least upper bound for A is L. Because why you say that L is the least upper bound for this set A?
सर L जो A से बिलोंग कर रहा है और सर अपर बाउंड है.
So L is the upper bound for this set A, and L also belongs to A. So every element of A is less than equal to L. So least upper bound for A is.
No, but wait.
Yeah, we need to prove. Yeah.
That doesn't tell me that L is the least upper bound. Okay, so L belongs to A. L is an upper bound. तो क्या होगा? आज पहली बार आया हूँ, इतनी जल्दी मान के नहीं जाऊंगा. आपको कन्विंस करना पड़ेगा मुझे. ये कैसे मान ले अभी, मतलब लीस्ट अपर बाउंड के लिए आपको दो प्रॉपर्टीज चेक करना है ना, तो कैसे मान ले कि दूसरी प्रॉपर्टी भी ट्रू है?
सर अगर हम कोई भी दूसरा अपर बाउंड लेंगे सर, वो L से, सर वो जो है L से बड़ा ही होगा.
क्यों?
वो प्रूव
सर क्योंकि
तो ले लो आप, बीटा इज एन अपर बाउंड.
ले लो, तो मैं आपको देता हूँ बीटा इज एन अपर बाउंड.
यस सर.
अभी मेरे को बताओ कि बीटा L से बड़ा क्यों? Why is beta bigger than equal to L?
सर अर्थमेटिक मीन लेंगे हम.
अर्थमेटिक मीन क्यों लोगे भाई?
डेफिनेशन पूछ लो अपने आप. बीटा अपर बाउंड पर ये मतलब क्या है?
इसका मतलब क्या है? बीटा अपर बाउंड मतलब क्या? नहीं, आप देख रहे हो आप हो क्या रहा. मैंने वो नोटिस किया है कि आप याद करने की ज्यादा कोशिश कर रहे हो. बुरी बात नहीं है, बट उसमें एनर्जी ज्यादा लगता है. यहाँ पे सिंपल सवाल पूछो, जो इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको दी गई है आपने सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन यूज किया। So Satya sir said beta is an upper bound of A. What does that mean?
Beta is less than, so beta is greater than equal to x.
For which x? For some particular x or
L.
अगर आप ऐसा जवाब दोगे तो जय सर बुरा मान जाएगा। क्वांटिफायर क्या है यहाँ पे?
So 4.
For all, na? So beta is an upper bound, means for all x in A, x is less than equal to beta. Right?
Yes, sir.
And what do you want to show? You want to show that
L is less than beta.
L is less than equal to beta.
Yes.
Now, what information do you have about N?
Belongs to A.
तो हो गया?
Yes.
अरिथमेटिक मीन लेने की जरूरत थी?
No, sir.
Good. But just take 10 seconds and go through this. क्लियर हो गया सबको? हाँ सुनिए सर, थैंक यू।
So thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So Satya sir, I think time is over. 6:36.
Yeah.
So I will share this PDF file in your WhatsApp group. So try to discuss these questions in the breakout session. We have given even this question number 3 also. If A and B are bounded above, what is the LUB of A union B and what is the LUB of A intersection B? And also try to discuss this question number 5.
Question number 2 also खत्म नहीं हुआ है.
Number 2 also.
The 2 we not done actually. Just asked and then we enter into LUB definition.
Should we discuss or sir leave?
No,
this?
let them discuss. No problem. Yeah, I'm asking that also need to be discussed.
Question number 2, question number 3, and these questions are given. So try to discuss. Otherwise, because you have full week in before the next session, so try to discuss all these problems before the next session.
So one point I want to tell you that see, we told arithmetic mean only for an example. Okay,